What's good? RP to my big homie. Well, man, that shit sad, man. That shit. I mean, I'm. My friend told me he passed away and shit, man. That shit hurt me so much. Like he was close to me. He was one of my close homies and shit. And I still can't believe he's gone. But I mean, he's gone. Like, it hurts though. You feel me? Cause I mean, he used to stay with me when I was younger. And shit, he was cool people and shit. He had some other people stayed with and shit. Like I remember when I was younger, my mom used to tell me like, "Oh, when he comes back, like don't let them in." You feel me? Because they just were doing too much. You feel me? But I was, I was bad. I didn't listen when he came. Cause I mean they bought me food and shit, man. Like from McDonald's and shit when they bought shit, hamburgers and drink and shit. Like, I mean, and then eventually, when I got older, he used to be my neighbor and shit. He used to tell me and shit like, "Oh, I used to stay with you when you were younger, little, like when you were little and shit, man, like and shit. Like, I met this girl he was dating at the time and shit. And he was dating this other girl he was married to and shit, man. Remember when he was telling me like, man, the fucking feds came and kicked down the door and shit. That's when he stayed. Excuse me. That's when he's. I don't think he stayed there. No, he didn't stay there. His baby mama stayed. I mean, not baby mama, but his wife and stuff. And that was like right before she passed. You feel me? R.I.P. And the door was off the hinges. He said, man, the feds came and shit, kicked it out the door. I took off. Like, dang, I wish I could have seen that shit. He said, I was gone and shit, man. We smoked, drink. We had a good time and shit, man. And then I moved out of Iowa when I like turned 18. After I got, right before I turned 18. I graduated high school from Metro, and then I went to North Carolina. I got family. My dad came and stuff. He gave me like, man, I want you to come here. You come to North Carolina. I want you to do something better. You feel me? Cause I mean, Iowa wasn't good for me. I was hanging out with Chicago niggas. I just was hanging out with the wrong people at the same time. But I mean, I was hanging out with my people I knew from Iowa too, and shit. I mean, but when I was younger, I was hanging out with more Chicago niggas. Like fuck, seeing them making money and shit. Like man, selling drugs, doing this, smoking and shit, drinking. I used to drink all the fucking time and shit, smoking and shit, man. But I mean, eventually he passed, you feel me? 2020. My friend told me, I was talking to him like, man, like, I'm telling him about the old shit, like people I used to hang out with down there and shit. And then he told me like, oh, Paul passed and shit, man. Like, word, what? He said, yeah, he passed. And he was telling me about it and stuff, like, he broke in the house and stuff, and he broke in the window, and then someone was in there. A little kid was in the room he broke into, and someone was already watching. You feel me? Was around in the neighborhood, called the cops, but there was someone right in there. But prior, kind of fast forward, he got dropped off by someone, and then he had to U-Haul like up the street and shit. Like, he was gonna get some shit. And he threatened the dude and shit. The dude grabbed his gun. He shot him once. The cops came. They flew him to Iowa City, and he was dead then. He was gone right when he got to the hospital. And I was so upset, like, man, I made a live and shit. Like, man, when I get a bottle, I'm gonna turn up and shit. I'm gonna smoke and shit. Like, just a memory of him and shit, man. Like, I was so hurt because I was reading about on the internet and stuff, what happened and shit. Like, it was all over on other news websites down there and shit. Like, dang, this shit crazy. And I felt so upset and so mad. I wanted to shoot the motherfucking shot my homie and shit. I mean, I'm not saying he was in the right for it, but he killed him, you feel me? He's gone. He has 2 kids. I met one, was his youngest son. And then he had a little girl. I never met her. She was little. Cause I was checking out his Facebook page and shit. Looking at pictures and comments and stuff, man. This shit was sad, man. Like, for real. RP Pub. He was a Stone, Black Disciple. Like, man. I'm gonna have to at least go to his grave and pay respect, you feel me? Find out where it's at. I might film it, you feel me? A little part of it and stuff. Like, shit's sad, man. The RP Pub, man. On Stone. You feel me? We're gonna miss you, bro. I know you'll be happy and shit, man. Got my own place and shit, man. I'm trying to do big shit. I wanted him to be right here by my side, you feel me? But, I mean, he'll see and stuff. I mean, you probably watching right now. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna get a tattoo somewhere, probably like right here, something, RP, my homie and shit. I need to find out like a design and shit, how I want to do it and shit. Shit's gonna be dope. It gotta be, you feel me? That shit gotta look good. Shit. I'm gonna pay some good money for it, you feel me? I just gotta figure out who I want to do it, you feel me? A good artist. But alright, I gotta go.